So this is my first review. So what game should I look at for my first video? I think I'll go for something that I really feel like playing because then I can have a really good proper go at it. Let's see, I fancy a rhythm game because I'm pretty good at those, but I also feel like the action of a fighting game. There is only one game that fits this description. Hello all you lovely people, welcome to my new channel Helly Proctor. If you've come all the way over from my Let's Play channel Vulpix Inferno 91, then thank you for coming over, and if you've come here by accident, go check out my Let's Play channel. It's called Vulpix Inferno 91. So in this episode, I will be taking a look at the PlayStation 1 classic, Bust a Groove! As I mentioned earlier, this is a rhythm fighting game hybrid, originally published in Japan by Enix, now known as Square Enix, best known for the Final Fantasy series. It was then brought to our shores by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe in November of 1998. Originally titled Bust a Move, this was changed for the US release when the Japanese puzzle game Puzzle Bobble was also due to be released under this name. So what is actually the plot of this game? I don't know. There is nothing in-game that explains any sort of plot or story. Everything is in the manual. And this is really fucking lucky, right? Because I have none of my manuals left from my PlayStation 1 games. I was a really bad child when it comes to looking after my shit. And this is really lucky that we still have this. So let's take a look inside. They come to do battle, infused with a mysterious power from the outer space Dance Energy Groovatron. The sole purpose of the 10 characters is to dance and prove that they are the coolest on the planet. Just feel the rhythm using the controller and let the Groovatron energy shine through your character. Okay, choose yourself a dancer, now you're ready to bust a groove. Oh my god, they said the name of the game in the game! This copy is old as shit. It's nearly 15 years old. I've played the crap out of it. I can only describe this disc as a really old dog. So without further ado, let's start this mother scooter up. If it wants to.
Hey, party people! Time to get your groove on and bust a groove.
Yeah, I can feel the Groovatron. And this is only a glimpse into how funky this game is going to be. So there's only really one campaign, if you will, in this whole entire game, and that is the one player mode. And by completing a campaign, you unlock that character to use in the dance view mode, which is a pretty useless mode. You can watch the character dance, and that's about it. You also get to watch a short FMV of your character when you finish the campaign as well. And when I say short, I mean really fucking short. They're all about 20 fucking seconds long. All for what? So I can watch them dance in dance view. Well, at least I can turn the speed up and make them look like they're on speed. There are other playable characters to unlock other than the 10 dances you're given at the start, which can be unlocked by playing as certain characters and in certain difficulties. As a child, I always wanted to play as Robo-Z, who was the last stage of the campaign. I always thought it'd be dead funny to see this massive robot dancing in these tiny stages built for regular sized people. And it was only years later that I found out that Robo-Z was actually an unlockable character, and I got straight on it. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious! I'm gonna see a giant robot dancing with tiny people.
Yeah, backtrack.
The two aliens known as Capoeira, Shorty's mouse, and the dog in the back of Ham's stage are also unlockable. But that's it. Now I'm not gonna lie, I do find the roster of characters very limited, especially when there's only 4 unlockable characters. But can you imagine when I was young and I was still completely wank at this game, that when I first saw Capoeira for the first time and Robo-Z, I pretty much shit my pants with excitement. So let's play as Kelly, because I've not played as her for ages.
Kelly versus Gas! Oh! Strike!
This announcer has mental problems! So let's get on to describing how this game works. You are given a set of arrows and either the circle or the X button. The arrow commands will flash 3 times and the circle or X will flash once. This indicates which buttons you need to be pressing. You need to input all the arrow commands in the right order within the first 3 flashes, followed by the final command on the 4th flash. The arrows can be entered in any rhythm or speed you like, but the final command always has to be pressed on the 4th flash in time with the music. It's a hard one to explain, and I suggest just trying it out at some point to understand what I mean, but it's a really cool system, especially when you have to input 5 arrows within the time and press the final button, as it can get pretty intense, and the faster the song, the harder it is to input the command in time, which can really add to the initial challenge when it comes to getting used to the game's controls. And I say initial challenge because the commands are the same for every character in every stage. Not like DDR or Guitar Hero, where the notes and the arrows will change depending on the complexity of the song. Nope, all the commands are the same, which can make this game quite repetitive and super easy to master. I play this game on hard mode all the time and there's no challenge in it anymore. I've been playing this game since 1998 and I know all the commands off by heart. I even know what's coming next because they all come in the same order. Each command comes in a group, which builds up your combo, and if you reach the end of the combo, your character will do a wicked dance move, which often helps you in winning the stage. And if you get a choice of 2 commands, you always go for the bottom one because that's the harder one, and so it's worth more than the easier one. But it's always in the same fucking order! The only variation is in the solos. These are sections of the song where there are character-specific movesets. The solos showcase one character's dancing moves, and if you pull it off, and the computer AI doesn't, it's a real chance to get ahead in the game. So if you really want a difficulty challenge, pick a character with a hard solo moveset such as Kitty N, because her moveset has a bunch of arrows. The easiest character is Shorty, so if you're a beginner, go with her. Each character has 3 solo movesets, 2 that appear during the solo, and a secret move. These secret moves drove me completely and utterly around the bend as a child because I couldn't figure them out for the life of me. There was no indication on how to do them, they are secret. As soon as I realised that the internet had walkthroughs, the first thing I did was fucking Google how to do the secret moves in Buster Groove. Fuck you, Buster Groove. Actually, these secret special moves are so cryptic, I actually keep a list of them in the box for this game. I'm not even fucking joking. These secret ones are the hardest and best moves to do, and the announcer will shout enthusiastically.
Some high-scoring moves there.
Which confused me, because there is no scoring system. To win a level, you have to get the camera to focus on you, and to do that, you need to complete the harder combos and movesets, so I don't know what he's fucking on about. There are no scores, end of. But these solos also remain the same for that specific character for every song, so if you've played the game enough times like me, you'll probably know all of them as well. Okay, so we've talked about the game mechanics and how repetitive they can be. Now let's get on to the fun stuff. These songs are fucking brilliant. There's only 12 in the game, which is a shame, but this is the soundtrack to my childhood, and I can recite all the words to all the songs in this game. The songs are so varied as well. They span across several genres including Motown, 70s disco, and what I can only describe as gangster-ish rap. Actually, a while ago I made a top 10 video on my Let's Play channel about my favourite game music, and Buster Groove featured on it, so I'll give you a link to that video. It's pretty shit, but watch it because I'd fucking love you. As I've said before, the characters are all well designed and are as varied as the music in the game, and they all have their own dance styles which are animated amazingly in this game. Motion capture must have happened because it's so fluid and energetic. The stage designs are pretty cool, and if you dance really well you have an impact on the environment and loads of weird shit can start happening, like this shit, and this shit, and all of this shit here. Now this game is described as a hybrid style fighting dancing game. And is that true? Kinda. You can attack your opponents with a special move. On the 4th flash, instead of pressing the final command, press triangle and you'll unleash an attack on your opponent, which can stop them from dancing for a few bars. You can time it well so you can make them collapse just before their solos. This stops them from being able to complete the whole sequence, which can really work in your favour. The attacks can be dodged as well by pressing the square button on the 4th command to perform a backflip, but in terms of aggressive fighting, that's about it. Well, the movesets and commands are very reminiscent actually of the commands you would input in a fighting game, which is really cool, except instead of fighting, you dance. There's very little in the way of deciding which commands you input. unlike a fighting game which gives you all the freedom. But can you imagine the freedom of a fighting game in Bust a Groove and all the wicked combos you could put together and all the break dancing? Shit, that'd be fucking awesome. As it is though, it's far from a fighting game. It's definitely leaning heavily towards the rhythm music end of things. There are a lot of flaws, but I can overlook them because the game has given me so much enjoyment. I mean, I've played it nearly to death, literally. And the hours of enjoyment that I've spent must mean this game is pretty fucking entertaining. The songs are fantastic, the dancing is cool, the whole atmosphere is just really fun and likeable. So if you're a PlayStation 1 fan and you don't already own this game, I highly recommend that you go pick it up because it's definitely worth it. It's not the cheapest PlayStation 1 game out there, but it is definitely affordable and worth it. Go get it. Go get it now. In the end though, this whole thing makes me pretty depressed because there was a Bust a Groove too. I was like, what? When I found this out, I was just like, because it never got released in Europe. Jesus Christ, we never fucking get anything, and when we do, it's always censored, like in No More Heroes, we didn't get blood, we got pixie dust. But there was also a third installment, which was only in Japan. So nah, America, that's how it feels. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna play as Columbo the Mouse.